everyone. I'm Hira. I'm co-founder of Plurality Network. Can you guys hear me at the back as well? OK, perfect. So today we are going to be talking about profiles and wallets, and specifically how we can abstract wallets and chains through profiles. But before we do that, let's take a trip down the memory lane. Over the past 2 decades, we have seen an immense growth on the internet. We started in early 2000s with the Web 1 phase of the internet, where users could just read and consume information just like in a newspaper. Then came along Web 2, where not only could users consume information, but also interact with the information online. This is the first time in the history of internet where users actually existed on the internet as individuals. And also when people actually started having meaningful connections on the internet. And that is why we saw a huge growth in this phase of the internet. And now, everyone here, we're all working towards building the foundations of the third phase of internet, which is Web 3, where users could not only read and write information, but also own a piece of the internet. So we've been talking a lot about onboarding the masses to Web 3, but Web 2 already did that, and it did it pretty well. I mean, it had its problems, but the majority of the world is already on Web 2. So how did they actually do it? How were they able to actually engage and retain so many users? And the reason for that was the unit of interaction. The key component, the unit of interaction of a Web 2 platform is a profile. Profiles have 3 distinct functions. These are identification of users, contextualizing their interactions, and personalizing their experiences. However, it's all inside one platform where the profile was created. So identification means you go to a platform, you create a profile, you put up your profile picture, your username, some information, and then everything that you do on that platform gets tagged to that profile. So that's how Web 2 platforms identify the users. Contextualizing their interactions means that every profile has an attached context and reputation. So for example, if there is an account that has a huge enough reputation, then the content that's coming from that account has more trust, more credibility, as compared to an account that has no reputation attached to it. So even if the information is actually the same, you're more likely to trust the one that has more reputation. And then profiles could also personalize user experiences. So every person on the internet is unique. We all want different things. We all have different interests, different preferences. And profiles could actually help personalize the experiences through curation. So showing you the content that you want to see, recommending you the content that you are most likely to engage with or like, and helping you discover the content of your choice easily and quickly. And this personalization was actually one of the biggest reasons why Web 2 platforms were so sticky and addictive. But all of it was siloed inside one platform. It could be censored. Your profile could be deleted at any time, and you had absolutely no ownership over your own profile. And this is how the unit of interaction in Web 2 looked like. Now, in contrast, let's think about what is a unit of interaction in Web 3. That is actually a wallet. So what is a wallet? A pseudonymous address, which can sign some transactions. What a wallet does not have is any semblance of user information, interest or preferences, reputation, social graph, or anything of the sort that a profile had and that a profile used for creating, engaging, and retaining experiences. And that is why we have this cold start problem and retention problems in Web 3. The little context that gets generated in Web 3, for example, through buying an NFT or doing a transaction, gets further fragmented across the hundreds of layer 1s and layer 2s that we have built, which makes this problem even worse. So therefore, I propose to change the unit of interaction in Web 3 to a profile as well. And to do that, we are building a decentralized profiles protocol at the intersection of identity, data, and wallets. These profiles are self-custodial and interoperable amongst any blockchain or any Web 2 platform even. And the data in these profiles is sourced from the various Web 2 and Web 3 sources where the user already has a presence. The idea is you create your profile once, and then you use it anywhere. The wallet and chain-related complexities are all hidden behind the profile, and you give the users the same user experience that they're already familiar with and what they've been using for the past 2 decades. We call these as smart profiles, which are privacy-preserving, interoperable, self-sovereign, and they completely abstract away wallet and chains. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Hira. This is a fascinating sharing and a very important issues that a lot of people has been trying to solve recently. Do we have any question in the audience? Okay, the one. I think he wants to do it.
Hello, I'm Angel from Open World. What's the benefit to a user in creating one of these profiles? And then second, what's the benefit to someone like Open World, which is a DeFi platform, to having that profile available to us to kind of use?
Yeah. So for the user, it's easier because like right now, interacting with a wallet is very difficult. You have to download wallet, you have to figure out seed phrases, you have to figure out, and then even after you do all of that, when you go to a platform, it's like an empty slate. It's like you're starting from scratch. If you already have a profile, you just create it once, you can take it anywhere, and you don't have to worry about wallets or chains or anything like that, because the abstraction layer that we're building, it has chain abstraction built in, and liquidity aggregation as well, so user does not have to care about any of that. So from the user perspective, it's easier UX. From the platform's perspective, so for example, you mentioned DeFi. So of course, different platforms can have different kind of needs for what kind of data do they want from the user. So one example could be like reputation, or maybe the kind of trades that the user already has done, so you can actually show them more relevant content on your platform. There is a golden rule for websites, it's called the 7-second rule. So you have only 7 seconds when a user lands on your platform to actually show them something that catches their interest. And you cannot do that if you have no information about them. And this is what Web2 platforms have been using in order to use the same tried and trusted, proven principles in Web3. It cannot happen without having any information about the user. So that's why profiles are important. Anyone else?
How are you hoping that this will incentivize folks who are not in the Web3 space at all, don't have a wallet, but have profiles to essentially join the space?
Yeah, so what we want to do is like, how do you explore a new Web2 platform, for example? You just see somewhere, oh, this looks really cool, and you just go there and you connect, sign in with Gmail or whatever, and then you just enjoy that platform. Why can't we have the same experience in Web3? So let's say you saw somewhere on Twitter or wherever you are, you saw some place, or maybe some friend told you, oh, this is a really nice game, or this is a really cool platform, or this is a really cool social media. And you just go there, you sign in with your Twitter, let's say, you maybe connect your existing Instagram or Facebook, or if you have a lens of Arcasa, whatever you have, and then boom, you're in. And then you're enjoying the platform without having to worry about, oh, I'm on Solana, so I need Solana tokens to do this. Oh, I'm on this, so I need another token for this. Or even thinking about, I need this wallet for this platform, and not this wallet, but this wallet for that platform. All of this needs to go away. And when we actually, we believe that profiles are a UX experience that everyone is already familiar with, so it would not even look clunky or feel like users will not even feel the friction. They would just use it as any other Web2 website.
Thank you. We have little time for one more question, but that's
Thank you. So we have 5 billion people using social media, and approximately they spend 2 hours daily. It makes 36 days in a year, and we have 800 million people in crypto. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we go outside of this building, we have billions of people not using the Web3 wallets and whatever we talk about it here. So how you see the user journey, how you see the onboarding the people who are not aware, and do you have any clear vision of, let's say, the migration of the Web2 users to your platform?
So I believe that the users should join Web3 because they're getting something interesting there. Right? So at the end of the day, it comes down to the applications that that get built. Because the value accrual should not be that, oh, it's Web3, it's cool, just join there. It should be about something about the platform or the app that they are joining. Because Web3 also introduces a lot of incentivization mechanisms like ownership or rewards or tokens and all of this stuff. But the problem is that even if you build apps that are good enough or have enough functionality for people to join, the onboarding journey is still very difficult. So you have two problems to solve. One is the onboarding journey, and the second is the application level. If you can build the applications, that's something that the community has to do. What we are trying to do is, once there is an application that the user finds interesting, then the onboarding should be as seamless as any other website. So you don't need to bombard them with all the Web3 related technicalities. So that's our thesis, at least.
And that's it for our time today. Thank you so much.